Yo, what up, guys? Doing a plus 16, what's it called? Temple of Seth. Fucking Seth, that guy. Everyone knows a Seth, I feel like.
2, 1.
And boom. And I'm gonna throw the tank leader. Throw in this. Kill this pup. Come on, DPS. Let's go. What are they doing? Okay, that pull took a while, didn't it? Oh, whoops. Yeah, right. This is the Viz pack. So that was kind of dumb. I forgot which one exactly it is. I haven't done a skip in a little while. Haven't done that. I really do not like this. I think it might be my least favorite dungeon, but it's close. Could be something else. So right now I'm gonna try and just reset True Shot as much as I can. And we got the invisible guy, that's good. Okay, so we reset True Shot there, which is important. I am not lusting. We have a mage. Okay, he gained lightning shield. So we'll go on this guy.
I will enjoy watching you fry.
Move out from that. Of course, the big thing here is to realize when the lightning shield changes. So there it is. So you do not want to attack the guy with lightning shield. So you want to pay attention to that. Just let yourself get blown back there. So this ability, you want to make sure you move out of that. So he kind of marks where he's going, and then he'll actually go. Okay, he switched, so let's switch back. Really got to avoid that lightning shield. It does a lot of damage, even on non-tyrannical. We're going to use True Shot here, just get a little bit more focus. Finish this guy off, probably. Yeah, I'm going to just Healing Potion. You should definitely use Healing Potions. You should have a lot of Healing Potions. And you should just be chugging those things, especially on a week like Grievous. Okay. Let's get one more Arcane.
will become.
Well done. Obviously, you do not want to get hit by these arrows. It's just more damage. I don't think they one-shot you. Perhaps, I don't know. I haven't done it on this difficulty, to be honest. But you definitely just want to avoid them. So they're pretty easy to avoid now. They used to be much harder to avoid. They used to be very fast. Okay, we're gonna save True Shot. And try to get a little bit more. Okay. See if we can throw. Of course, these guys do the Dustcloud thing where you miss. So obviously you want to be aware in making sure that you actually did land a trick shots, for example. You don't want to, you don't want to assume that you got a trick shots because you see 3 targets when actually the other guy missed, or something like that. So you want to make sure you did get the trick shots and just pay attention to that buff. I mean, just in general, of course, you want to do that. You can see in my UI I have a big bar here that pops up when I do get trick shots, and it shows the timer of how long it lasts, which is useful for going between. Let's see. I guess that guy is just going to stay in there, which is fine actually. He's actually the infested one, so that's actually fine for him to just stay way back. And now we'll go on him, throw up a mark. Tank's gonna grab that, but we're gonna kill this first. I'm gonna use True Shot here. I'm just gonna get some focus first. Just remember, that's the golden rule of True Shot. You want to make sure that you actually have focus when you're going into True Shot. Okay, and then let's use True Shot on these Kahoonies. On that one. Okay, on this one. Alright, good. Let's throw a mark on him. Shoot the rider. Because he's a big bitch. Let's get back a little bit of focus here. And then dump into Arcane. Okay. Gonna wait for that tank to eat. We've got good tanky and healing, so this is looking like a good group. That's pretty important with Grievous here, just because Grievous fortified can be, it definitely can be tough. And he's grabbing that, so I'm gonna go ahead and reset True Shot and throw in a little bit more focus, of course, so we can have a nice True Shot. And I'm gonna mark him right before he dies. Okay. I'll just interrupt that. And let's mark him. Dump some more arcane shots. Maybe just throw in a rapid fire. Let's see. So I'm not going to misdirect at all. I'm just going to save it for the nightmare scenario that we pull these guys in the middle. Because you don't really need it unless you are actually, doing some tough opponents. Let's see, I'm going to use True Shot at least one more time before the boss. Let's see, which one are we hitting first? I guess I'll just go on the rider. Up, up. interrupt that. Throw in a rapid fire. Okay. And we're going to the middle. I'll let him choose if he wants to break that CC or not. So he'll just, yeah, he'll keep it CC, that's a good idea. I'm going to use my other cooldowns here. Because this boss is, it's a pretty easy boss. You don't really need damage for it. It's really just, you know, you got to make sure you're paying attention and dodging stuff. Because he basically, he will always do kind of the same abilities, even if you blow him up really quickly, so. Okay, he's grabbing that. I'm gonna freeze that, just so we don't get it. That's a big part of DPS, is making sure that stuff is staying CC'd and stuff is not, you know, getting pulled at the wrong time. Oh, I was actually in that. Okay. I thought maybe I was. I didn't back up though. I got greedy with the aim shot, so that was a poor choice on my part. Okay, I'm gonna re-CC him. You want to give the tank options, of course, so that's like kind of the big... Okay, I guess we're gonna do him first. And then some of that. I'm gonna skip a couple of globals here to go AFK for like 3 seconds. And now we'll just do both of these guys. I will probably... I think I'll just save. I'll just save True Shot. This isn't a threatening pack or anything. It's just, you know, it's just timing. But the boss is about to pull anyway, so I don't really need True Shot for that extra damage to rush this group. And of course, these Kahunis aren't going anywhere because there's nothing in range for them to lock onto. I'm not sure of what the actual range is, but Kahunis, they do actually have like a sort of an aggro range on a friendly, so like the amount of distance they have to go to get to a friendly in order to infect them. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull. Oh, actually, yeah, I messed up there. I forgot I had True Shot still, actually. Okay. These guys, obviously, it's a good AoE little interlude, so you want to make sure you're getting some AoE on them. And they also do the blinding cloud thing, the missing cloud. You want to dodge that. I didn't dodge it. I'm terrible. He kind of faked me out a little bit. The knot of snakes, it can be broken by your freezing trap. So one trick is to stand on your freezing trap. And you want to look away, of course, for blinding sand. And I'm just going to remark him here. Throwing a double tap. And again. It can be hard to land the... It can be hard to land the freezing trap. Man, I can't see that shadow. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, it can be hard to land the freezing trap if, you know, if everyone's kind of close in together. So let's see, we're gonna get some more. We're gonna get some focus, and then launch the attack. launched the true shot. It would have done a bit more damage if I saved it. See, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to shoot once, turn around. Nice. Okay, that was some kind of weird lag for a second there. Okay, we actually have 3 targets here, so I'm going to use a trinket just for a little extra damage. Should have marked him already. And remember, if you're going to end up making the decision to hunter's mark something, like if it's, you know, if you think it's going to live long enough to get the damage worth out of it, you want to mark it basically as soon as possible. Because that way you will get all of the damage from it, you know, like you won't be missing damage because you didn't mark it early enough. Okay. Yeah, I haven't interrupted there. I'm being kind of a noob. He said hunter question mark, so I just got boom roasted. Let's see, we're gonna go through the gauntlet here. We're just gonna wait for it to go, and then you just kinda, you know, if you want to play it real safe, you can just walk right through there. So this is one of the little areas where you can accidentally pull more stuff if you're not careful, so I think that guy pats over to there, so you should walk into that. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, he's gonna pull all this, so we're gonna use our cooldowns here. I'm just gonna drink a healing potion. I'm gonna interrupt that. And again, I should have already marked this guy, and I'm kind of screwing up on that. Okay, I'm gonna use a damage reduction cooldown. Next time he does release charge, I'm going to turtle. If he does, yeah. Okay. Turtle that. Okay, we did end up getting this guy. So we're gonna have to kill the infested first. Let's mark him, but kill the Gahoonies first. Wow, I didn't even finish that aim shot. Well done. And didn't finish that one either. Damn. Okay, we're gonna use True Shot again. I'm gonna use everything. But you do need a lot of DPS for this boss here. This is definitely like a good boss to just do lots of damage on in general. But I think this trash is going to take long enough that I might even get my trinket back. But I definitely will have True Shot. So there's not too much worry. I'm going to mark him. Ah. Yeah, we still have an infested one over there. Let's see, I'm gonna throw up a interest mark. Okay. Let's mark him. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. So the next two parts of this dungeon are definitely the hardest parts, and the parts that I always sort of don't enjoy doing. But okay, so I have 36 seconds, but that's fine. Should be fine. Let's see. I don't really need anything. So I'm just gonna pop True Shot. There's one there. And I'm gonna use my damage reduction here. I'm gonna use my trinket too, why not? Just to reduce some damage. Ah, come on. Can't. Okay, I'm gonna heal in. There we go. Now, if he does release charge, I will just use turtle. Otherwise, I might just use turtle for whatever. I'm gonna stand inside of this healing cooldown. Remember, it really helps your healers if you stand inside of their, you know, whatever AoE abilities. Their AoE healing. I don't know who has that one. I guess the fucker will get it. He'll get it. Okay, he's getting it. He's getting that one. I'm gonna use True Shot. I wasn't really paying attention there. I should have gotten more focus first. Here, I'll get this one. Alright, that wasn't too bad. The tank died. That's alright. This is a long gauntlet, of course, so you want to make sure you're healed. So I'm gonna... Where's that mage food? There we go. Make sure you're just, you know, at a good level of HP. Let that stuff go through, and then use walk through here, through there, and then you get slowed. One thing you can do though, Marksmanship Hunter has the longest attack range in the game, so just try and get him pulled as soon as you can. And now we do this fucking dumbass... Oh jeez. Okay, I'm out of that. Nice. This dumbass room. So we do have a Frost Mage, of course. Where's the infested? Oh boy, where is he? Okay, good. So I'm gonna wait for True Shot there, use that, move. Get him? Nope. Yeah, he's getting healed at a goddamn infested. Killed him. Okay, let's grab this. Jump. Let's try to freeze him. Come on, let's go. Freeze him. Oh, never mind. He's dotted. Throw that. Okay, we got the first one. We really should be careful about killing this guy. Because we don't want more infested. Okay. Okay, killed him. Kill him. There we go. Good. Alright. We did it! Alright, I'm just gonna finish these guys off. Okay. Get out of that. There's an infested, but I don't think he'll pull. There's bound to be an orb guardian. Yeah, there he is. Go for it, bud. Yeah. We're good. So now we just pull it all back. Okay, I'm just gonna knock those guys back just to give the tank a little bit more leeway. Move out of that. Kill these guys. I can finish before moving. Luckily, these guys do not drop sanguine, so that's obviously... Oh god, I did not see that. Oh boy, what the... That was a wombo. The Orb Guardians do, of course, they do drop sanguine. So we're in pretty good time here. We definitely need to be deliberate with our actions, but we can, you know, we can afford to pause to make sure we're healed up and stuff between pulls. I'm gonna go ahead and use True Shot. He's dead. Bup, bup. Bup, bup. And finish him off. Didn't mark him. Just let the tank go first. Let him get healed up a little bit. And then we invis pot. Okay. 1 minute. Okay, I guess we'll just wait for them. See, I'll mark him. This tank is kind of funny. A lot of ellipses. I interrupt that. Whoa. Oof. It's pretty bad. The healer made it through. I'm not sure if they can two-man him. Oh, the tank released already. Well, yeah, anyway, so that was a close run. Almost certainly we will miss it now, the timer. I'm not sure why they had... He was potting? I guess he potted during that last group, which is kind of weird. Let's see, who am I with? The mage. So he can go invisible. And I can feign death in case I pull. So we should be fine. Let's see if we can go this way. Go this way. I'm gonna pull this guy. Just one. Can kill one. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we just have the one. I'll just double tap him real quick. Now, why did the tank die? Yeah, so this tank is a little bit too, like, sort of assertive, or like a little bit too quick. Like we could have played that differently. And just allowed him to... Okay, well obviously I'm not going to be able to get by. So I'm gonna be able to run through here and feign death. Okay. So that's obviously one of the tools that Hunter has. You can run through stuff basically like invisibility, just because you can feign death afterwards. You just have to make sure that nobody's near to where you're sort of feigning, so that they don't get aggro as well. Interrupt that. Dead, and that's it. And we're at 97, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Heart Guardian, so I'm gonna pop my stuff on him. You definitely want to move out of those lightning strikes. They do lots of damage. I'm going to focus on the Plague Doctor. Of course, the big thing on this fight, you just don't want to take extra damage, just so that the healer can maximize their mana in, on, you know, healing the boss. So I'm going to save double tap for the next Heart Guardian, just because that's really where you want to stack your damage, just to kill that guy fast. Just so the tank isn't taking a whole lot of extra damage. And then you want to kill these toads as well, without having them really explode on anyone. Again, it's all just to save the healer's mana, so they can just pump on that boss. Okay, lost him there. And Heart Guardian again. Kill that toad. I'm gonna kill that one real quick. Okay, Somebody else interrupted that. Snake Charm cannot be interrupted, so it's either a stun or I guess you can dispel it. Not 100% sure about that. This is a good 2-target cleave fight, so it's a poor marksmanship fight, of course. Kill this toad. I'm on a healing potion there just to try and barely get up to 90%. Not quite at 90%. Nice, okay, we got that. Let's get that. And hold on, we have ads for some fucked up reason. Yeah, so basically what happened is someone used a combat pot like on this pole, like right up there. And they didn't have the cooldown to use their invisibility potion right away, so they had to wait, but the tank was just kind of impetuous and didn't want to wait for anyone. So I would definitely say it's the tank's fault. That's definitely the tank's fault for missing this timer. But it's also a lesson, you know, don't use a potion right before you're required to required to use an invisibility potion. You know, just if we are going for a timer, which we definitely are here, then you know, you want to maximize whatever timer type stuff you're doing. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, so that was pretty fun. I just got a 15 freehold, so let's check that one out probably.